What's up, family? So today I'm answering a question from Ali on Twitter, who hit me up to ask about the lead vocal channel that I use on the song SuperWoman from Tamra Jade. So she wanted to know the plugin sequence, how I actually set up the channel strip for that song. She said the vocals are so clean and crisp and in your face that she would like to get an idea as far as what I use to make that happen. So I'm gonna just give you guys a peek behind the curtains with the production on that song, specifically the lead vocal chain, and show you guys what it is. To Ali, shout out to you. Thanks for supporting the channel. Thanks for your question. I think she's an artist and a vocal producer. She doesn't want me to drop her Twitter handle on here, so I can't do that. But Ali, you know who you are. Thanks for your support. About the song, shameless plug. If you guys have not checked out Tamra Jade's Self-Aware album yet, do me a favor and check it out. After you watch this, check out Tamra Jade's Self-Aware. Listen to the whole joint. I promise you it's dope. This specific song is SuperWoman, which is a dope female anthem that we did. And we're really proud of this body of work. So check that one out. To everybody else that have questions, if you have questions, if you've been following the series, I cover anything from my perspective, music production wise, and I take questions. Hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. Just drop a question, DM me, drop a question in the comment box in this video or any one of my other videos, and I'll try to cover it. But do that, and I'll definitely try to give you my perspective on it. That's what this series is all about. All right. So without further ado, we're gonna head over here in the big system, and I'll show you guys literally the session for the song that you guys are hearing. This is actually the session I'm gonna open up. So we'll get in it, and I'll show you guys how I made that happen. All right, so I just got the session pulled up here. Pretty solid session. And first of all, shout out to the team, man. The team that co-produced this with me, DJ Anthony Webster, dope dance and EDM producer that I go way back with. I brought him in because he just had that sound that we needed. He added that big compliment from that specific genre that we needed for it. And then shout out to my brother Tabari, which is actually Tamara's brother, but also her manager, one of her songwriters and producers. So that's my boy, man. We pretty much became men together at Berkeley. We grew up together, from boys to men. So yeah, shout out to the team, and of course Tamara who delivered an excellent vocal on it. But you guys hear it first. You can kind of get a reference of what Ali is talking about when she said the vocal sound clean. Check it out real quick. Play like about a minute or so of it, if even.
Hey, you, yeah, you, looking in the mirror at me, confident, smart, edgy, but low-key, ready for whatever this world throws me, got hella things to get done, 99 problems, but the bag ain't one, goal-oriented, future cemented, work ethic second to none, I can be the boss, I can be in charge, or I can be your sidekick, look danger in the face, I'll run straight into.
Alright, so right away you can hear like the vocal is present in your face, pretty dry. And that was done intentionally because we wanted the vocal to really have like a in-your-face, drier type feel because of the type of record it is. But going straight to the lead vocal bus, first of all, you'll see I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lead vocal tracks, and they're all bus right here. And here's my chain, a little bit of auto-tune on there just because we wanted some of that auto-tune effect, right? And that goes down into, Slade Digital. I'm a Slade Digital fanatic. So you'll always see this on most of my tracks. This is just to add some tape saturation to it. Then coming down, we have a little VMR, which again, this is my main go-to plugin that I use, right? Then a little bit of RVox, and this is like a compressor. This is a compressor, and it just pushes stuff to the forefront. And I love this plugin, especially because I add compression right here in the VMR, so it kind of takes away the bite, right? But I add it back right here, right? And then that RVox runs right into this de-esser right here. This is de-essing at about 7900 just to kind of bite down on that top range. I don't want that top range to distort, but I still want that crystal clear clarity. So this kind of helps me with that. And then we go into this lexicon emulator reverb that I have here. I literally am only affecting the signal, the dry signal, at 1%. So the reverb signal is only being merged and mixed in with the dry signal at 1%. So there's not a lot of reverb happening in this at all. But there is a delay that gives you like a nice spatial thing, right? So I typically don't put delays directly on a track. I normally would treat delays as a bus. Like for instance, I think this is a delay. Yeah, Send 2 is going to a delay. Send 6 is going to like a vocal air bus that I create just to kind of add more shine to it. But that's for another video. I'll probably do something of that at some point. But Send 6 is going to a vocal delay or a long delay, which is where I will typically put my delays that I would automate. In this case, I have a delay going throughout the whole thing, and that's where the stereo delay is. So this is the vocal chain. This is actually my preset vocal chain, I think, right? Yeah, this is the BigD standard vocal chain. And actually, I think I have a few more plugins on here that I would actually do. So let me do this. Let me duplicate this. Let me clear it by just calling up another preset. And then I'll recall my vocal template, the preset, and then see. Okay, so this is something that I do a lot of times. Whenever I'm doing presets, I would always leave the first insert blank in case I want to add something, because you know the inserts flow in sequence. So whatever you do at the top affects the second, affects the third, affects the fourth. So if you have a compressor at the bottom, know that it's going to compress everything that comes above it, right? But if you have the compressor up top, know that anything that comes after it is post compression. So but I always would leave the top blank, and then in this case I have the bottom open, and I added stereo delay. So everything else for the most part, the meat and potatoes, is pretty much here. And this is literally my vocal chain, my template, my preset that I use on almost all of my lead vocals, just because I been using this plugin path, this plugin sequence for so long that I understand it and I get it. So that gives us the sound that you hear in SuperWoman, man. And I think we executed it wonderfully and masterfully. And Tamra, she killed this record. And that's why it's one of the fan favorites, because of the message and also because of the sonic quality of it. So that's the lead vocal chain for SuperWoman, and that's my main preset lead vocal chain. All right. If you guys want me to cover anything, you want my perspective on anything, again, just drop me a message, right? And if you guys have not subscribed yet, smash that subscribe button, smash that notification bell so you could be notified when I have new stuff dropping. And as always, let's get it.